Good evening, tutor. My name is Jimmy Roballo, and I am recording this video for the first task of the subject of teaching English to children, adolescents, and adults. I'm going to answer to the questions. The first question is, what do you remember about your teachers in elementary school? Well, I studied elementary school 25 years ago, but I still remember many things. I still remember my teachers. I had all kind of teachers, good teachers, bad teachers, really committed teachers, teachers who really did a great effort in order to teach us, but also bad teachers, people who didn't care much about what they were doing. But in general, I think most of my teachers were good and I have a good memory of them. The second question is, what was your least favorite teacher in high school and why? Well, that would be my teacher of technical drawing, dibujo técnico, I had in 11th grade. I didn't like him because when I started the first classes of this subject, I liked it. That was the first time I had technical drawing, and I liked it. Um, we were working with the book, so we had to follow the instructions of the book, and according to that, we had to do some worksheets. And I liked it. I think it was really interesting and really nice. But after some weeks, he changed the methodology and he started to uh, get involved in the classes more than before. So we stopped working with the book and we started following his directions and working more with him. And I hated that because he was not really interested in teaching. He was more interested in other things like flirting with the girls and that. So that was really gross. And I didn't like the teacher. So I started hating the subject. And I think that is the worst thing a teacher can do, make you hate what they are teaching. The third question is, think about the best teachers you have had. Do you still know their names? Why were they good teachers? And how did they influence your life? Well, I remember two teachers, especially. They were Edgar Lara. He was my social sciences teacher in 8th and 9th grade. And, and Christina, she was my philosophy teacher in 10th and 11th grade. Um, they were excellent teachers, I think. Edgar Lara, for example, he started with a methodology that people didn't like, and immediately he changed for another methodology according to what people wanted, what people said, and the new methodology was really nice, and the results were really good. People learned a lot. I learned a lot, and I loved the sciences class. And he was a really nice guy. He was strict, but at the same time, he was very close to students. So I had a very good memory of him. And Christina, who taught me philosophy, was a really smart person who uh, told us many things that some of them I still remember, um, because she wanted to make us open our mind to different things, like to understand life and understand things in a different way. And I really loved it, and I really loved that subject, philosophy, and I remember a lot that teacher. Obviously, they influenced my life personally first because, well, I loved those signatures because I understood many things about life. And also, they influenced me as a teacher because now that I am teaching, I try to do many of the things that they did in that moment. The way they connect, the way they treat people, and the way they taught also. Okay. The next question is, what do you see as the major challenges facing teachers today? Well, I think that the most difficult now is to deal with all the information that people have online, that people have in their hands, in their cell phone now, because I think that especially children and teenagers see knowledge and learning as something probably unnecessary when they say that they have everything in Google. No? You Google everything, you say, okay, what do I need to learn this or memorize that if it is in Google? No? So the information is there, is online, and everybody can have access to it. So to deal with all the technology and all the globalization and stuff, I think that is very difficult for us as teachers, and I think that is the most complex. And finally, what would you do if you have a student that has no desire to learn in your class? Well, obviously this is a very complex situation. What I do, what I have done when I have that when I am in this situation is try to connect the language with their hobbies. You know, for example, if they like music, so I try to teach them with music. I try to make them understand how nice is to understand lyrics. If they like movies, so I show them how nice is to understand a movie in the original language, in English, without subtitles. No, you don't have to lose the things you're watching. Well, I think that's it. Is to connect the language with their hobbies. Thank you very much.